knockouts. You know, if that was the case, his face would look like mush. You know, he's moving his head, he's jabbing.
He's slick. A lot of people too, like,
since he knocked people out so much, people forget that he's a good boxer.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins.
Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right.
Mike Tyson didn't hold back after watching Terence Crawford's intense training sessions. He warned Canelo Alvarez that Crawford looks hungrier than ever. Tyson pointed out that while every fighter has their own style, only a few develop that killer instinct when it's needed most. He explained that when aggression is balanced with discipline, a fighter becomes almost impossible to beat. In his view, Crawford's focus and drive show he's ready for battle, and that kind of determination could be too much for Canelo to handle.
Long ago. That's what's so crazy.
Listen, most of these guys, Alexander the Great, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, we have their DNA. That's why some people are savages to some, because we have these guys' DNA. These guys conquered the world, and look what level we are. We have their seeds. We have them. Some people, like they have those psychopaths. Some people love killing people. Some people love eating people. Some people don't, just like animals, some animals get domesticated quicker than others. And the same in human beings. Some of them get domesticated quicker than others. And some of them just never get domesticated. They're just what they are.
So it's genetically passed down, their makeup.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think the way we're so attached to our phones is going to lead to us being attached to some electronic thing that we wind up accepting in our body.
No, listen,
and it's going to change what people are.
Like some iRobot shit, honestly?
Yeah, legitimately. Like some kind of cyborg shit.
All of us right now, if our phones stop now, we would start fighting for some reason. Before we figured this shit out, if our phones started now, we would for some reason find reasons to fight.
We're so distracted by phones. But I think the thing about phones is you accept the fact that everybody has one. You accept the fact you always have it on you. So it might as well be a part of your body. It's just not connected. And one day it will be. One day they're going to figure out how to put a thing on your head that makes your brain work way better. And a few people are going to do it, and they're going to have a big advantage. And then we're all going to do it.
But until then, your phone will be like your will. When you die, take my phone, son.
Terence Crawford is leaving nothing to chance as he prepares for the toughest fight of his career against Canelo Alvarez. To get ready, he's been sparring with Carlos Adams, a powerful middleweight known for his strength and non-stop pressure. Training with a naturally bigger puncher shows Crawford knows exactly what he's up against. He's working on taking hard shots and firing back, making sure his body and mind are ready for the kind of power Canelo brings. This approach highlights not just Crawford's grit, but also his smart, strategic mindset.
So here's a video that many people have sent me to determine, in their mind, that Terence Bud Crawford would lose to Canelo Alvarez, or is going to lose September 13th to Canelo Alvarez, as he is sparring here middleweight WBC world champion Carlos Adames, who is 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. And people are saying that Carlos Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, is having his way with Terence Bud Crawford. And this is an indication that the 168-pound Canelo Alvarez, who's 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, is going to have the same type of success and knock Terence Crawford out. But what people are not paying attention to is Terence Crawford is standing right in front of Carlos Adames and taking the big punches from Carlos Adames as he's standing in the pocket and counterpunching him and taking his blows at a smaller weight class while competing at 147. Now he bulked up. What y'all think?
Oscar de la Hoya, once Canelo's rival and now a promoter, thinks Canelo's trademark aggression could backfire against Terence Crawford. He believes Canelo will press forward as usual, but Crawford's skill and adaptability might be the difference. De La Hoya points to how Floyd Mayweather neutralized Canelo with defense and ring IQ, and how Dimitri Bivol beat him by controlling distance and pace. He suggests Crawford has similar tools, switching stances, sharp counters, and high fight intelligence that could break down Canelo's pressure. In his view, Canelo's power and volume may not be enough against Crawford's precision and smarts.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder. That to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters.
Right. Yeah.
He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard.
Right.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't
a
you
lot
think
of...
Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fight? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure. Right. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you.
Comparisons between Terence Crawford and Alexander Usyk aren't far-fetched. Usyk, a naturally smaller man at heavyweight, proved he could beat giants like Anthony Joshua and even stand toe-to-toe with Tyson Fury by relying on his own strengths, speed, footwork, and self-belief. Experts say Crawford should take the same approach with Canelo Alvarez. Instead of trying to match Canelo's size or power, he needs to lean on what makes him special: sharp timing, pinpoint accuracy, and unmatched ring control. Like Usyk, Crawford's path to victory lies in discipline, patience, and trusting his instincts. In a fight like this, his identity, not borrowed strengths, may be the weapon that truly levels the playing field.
To reevaluate him bulking up and say, you know what? Nah, Terence Crawford, if you want a chance, not just to survive, but a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez, you have to be you. Just like Alexander Usyk was himself to face muscle machines like Anthony Joshua, big, tall enigma in the heavyweight division like Tyson Fury. Now let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, when Alexander Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, right? He weighed in at 221. Joshua was 244, giving up 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, almost 25 pounds, right? Alexander Usyk didn't chase Anthony Joshua in terms of trying to bulk up. Oh man, I'm gonna fight this heavyweight. His power is gonna be more than me. His weight, he could overwhelm me with his weight, his height, you know, his power. No, I gotta be the most comfortable fighter I could be. I gotta be comfortable under my own skin. I'm not gonna beat him off power. I gotta beat him off speed. I gotta beat him off movement. I gotta beat him off adjustments. I gotta beat him off IQ, right? So Alexander Usyk didn't have to bulk up to be successful. Now look at this one. Look at when he fought Tyson Fury. He kept the same energy, he kept the same mindset, and it still got him to become an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Coach Joel Diaz believes Terence Crawford's skills will give Canelo problems right from the start. But he also points out something bigger: the historic money behind this fight. Crawford has already proven himself across multiple weight classes, yet he's rarely had the kind of blockbuster opportunity that defines a career. This matchup changes that. The payday alone is massive, showing just how big the event really is. For the first time, Crawford is stepping onto a stage with worldwide attention and record-breaking revenue tied to his performance. Diaz stresses that the pressure will be enormous, but so will the reward. Beyond the fight itself, Crawford is competing for generational wealth and a legacy that could place him among the sport's true greats, both in reputation and financial success.
He made those millions of dollars that he deserved to make, and became friends with Turki Alish. Which Turki Alish announced it publicly. Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins. But he wins money. Because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you $40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not gonna make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. Yeah. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. He has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. When fighters move up 2 divisions to be the champion, they fail. I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andrade, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54, he was avoided. He moved to 160, he fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him, so he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. What happens? He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monsters is coming at you, he'll destroy